The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 87. You get the NASDAQ off 25. S&Ps are down 10.5. We have the gold contract up 19 bucks. Silver's up 25 cents. You have copper. Well, let's see. Copper's getting hit. Copper's down 5 pennies at 209 a pound. We have the oil contract down 40 cents at 37.36. You get the notes up 8 ticks. The bonds are up 28. And we get old King Dollar up 94 and 1030 natural gas.
That was a big time yesterday, right? We'll see what happens today.
Oil, we had action in oil yesterday. And, of course, as we do each and every morning, kicking off the show, we get our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you are in this great country of ours, right on your cell phone, every trading day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have live programming from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Kevin's on every trading day. Swim lessons, 12 to 1. If you trade options, if you want to trade options, an amazing program. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How's everything? Masters Week, always one of my favorite weeks of the year.
Yeah, it's exciting.
There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
What was I? I was just watching something last night that had a great little vignette on Bubba Watson. Can't remember what I was watching, but it was cool, and it was just talking about that. Maybe it was SportsCenter, had a little something, but it was cool.
It's a special week. There's no doubt, you know, and it's
and it's the only place in the world, Tom. Augusta National is the only place in the world I've ever been in my life that it overshoots the expectations.
Does it?
Nice.
Does it? It looks it on TV.
Right.
It's so pleasurable just looking at a TV. I can imagine being there is just extraordinary, right?
You know, jumping around. I was just going to say, content-wise, hey, Kevin, isn't it amusing? Have you ever pulled up on how the Masters does such a good job of letting you watch it on your iPad, or they distribute that content? It is really cool. They're ahead of the curve in terms of, like, they have the content. They understand, like, we're going to figure out ways to distribute it ourselves. And it's always really cool every year, because I remember watching it right on my iPad, and this was going back a year or two.
Right.
Where that's revolutionary almost.
No, it's for sure.
Yeah.
You're right, Tom. The Masters has it all figured out.
They do. It's really cool.
They keep their sponsors very small, elite group.
Right.
And they're unbelievably loyal to them. You would be amazed at all the little things that the Masters does. Like, for instance, do you realize that a week past to the Masters, when I went in 2001, I spent the whole week there.
Really?
A week past, the face value, $125.
Wow.
For the week pass.
That's pretty
if
cool.
If you buy them for face value.
That is pretty cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing place. But, Tom, I was listening to your discussion just before we came on the air, and you're so right what's going on in this market right now. Traders love, I mean, you and I have talked about this before. Traders love buying dips in the morning when they think the market has a good chance to rally. And it did yesterday, and it's starting to do it right now today. It's already covered about 30 or 40 Dow points from its lows. Traders love these markets.
And you know what's amazing is that there's a real identification, like, in the market the last few weeks, too, folks, okay? What seems to happen is that you get strength during the day, they run it up, and then it opens, like, right where the strength was from the prior day. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my God. It's like, you know, it's like, okay, here we go again. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
it gives you that chance to make a nice buy in the morning and then just work out of it the rest of the day. Just a friendly trade.
It's definitely that risk-defined type of trade, because guess what, folks? You know, it doesn't mean that it's going to work all the time, and it certainly won't. But what happens is that you're bringing your risk down tremendously. You know.
Right.
And you know that dollar, Kevin. You know, you can see these commodities keep catching a bid, man, and it's so wild, man. That dollar just can't catch a bid, man. Someone's selling that dollar pretty good. You know, it's
right. And you know what a lower dollar does for commodities.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Underneath them, and I mean, if you're trading commodities, you have to be keeping one eye on the dollar.
Yeah.
What is and just really the momentum of the dollar.
Yes.
Not necessarily if it's up or down, but is it like you said, are they unable to get any follow through when they try to rally it? And does it feel weak when it's selling off? Not just lower, but heavy. What you talk about the volume is so important.
Yesterday, man, and what happens, folks, is that's what you want to, you want to look at both sides of it, okay? How it goes up versus how it goes down. And I was expecting that we get volume out of it, but it's always crazy when, 2 days prior, it tries to go up at 11,000. It goes down at 31,000 yesterday. It says, okay, man, that seller's still there,
Right. You know what that is, Tom? That's reading the numbers within the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Everyone thinks, the dollar's up. Yeah, but it's up on nothing.
Right.
A small order can take this right back down to where it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you got to look at it. It's more than just up or down.
Yes. So what are we going to be talking about today?
Today is a good one. We're going to talk about, we talk about putting in orders all the time, right? That's what we're constantly doing on Swim Lessons Unplugged. Well, we're going to work with our clients on advanced option orders and how to put them in and how to place them. What you're thinking, have that translate into an order that you put on the screen. Because, as you know, there's dozens of ways to put in an option order.
Yes.
And we're going to work through all those today.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I can't wait.
Kind of a workshop.
Yeah. No, and it was so important, folks, is technically what Kevin's talking about is that you can be right on what you want to do, but technically on a platform you want to understand, okay, how to put this in to get the most out of it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Cooking Brother, we look forward to the show at noon.
All right, guys, you have a great day. Always fun.
You too,
Absolutely.
Kevin. Take
Have
care.
a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow's down 109. Nasdaq's off 36. S&P's are down 14.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow down 141, Nasdaq down 44, S&P's down 17, and right when we finish up with Kevin, they're selling this market, man. So
a little bit of action.
Action, man.
Get Kevin back on the phone. Let's talk about how this market's going up. Right?
How about
what happened?
Buying that dip?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So let's go take a look at it, because I bought the dip, but the bottom line is I bought the dip this morning. So right now, this dip isn't looking too good. So if we take a look at the E-minis first, you're down 17.5 bucks, and you are coming right into where we went topside at the oil numbers yesterday. So that's 88,000 contracts on the 10-minute, and we're right at 9 minutes right now, and you're dealing with look at that, you're dealing with 70,000 contracts. So this is where it's at right now. Meaning the test. This is the test at that area. That's on the E-minis. If we go over to the NASDAQ Composite, the NDX 100. NDX 100 down 42 bucks right now at 44.92, and that is actually coming down with more volume. Well, right now we have 10,000 contracts, which is coming into 9,900 contracts. Same area though, 1030. So this is the area, folks. We'll see where this baby shakes out, man.
Yeah.
So, and of course, 10:30, we're going to come out with the gas numbers.
Yeah, right after the next break.
And that's been a dog.
Yes.
Gas has been one big dog.
Yes.
What is happening is that the gold contract is catching a bid out here.
We got a caller, I think. Why don't we
okay.
Let's do it.
We get Tom from Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Tom.
Just want to give you a call. Thank you for yesterday. I appreciate that advice on the UWTI.
Yeah, you got some action, didn't you?
You couldn't have called it any better. I didn't wait till the 2040, but I got on at 2035. Close enough for me.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Seriously. I know. It was pretty wild how that thing climbed, too. What happens, folks, the volatility, inside that move yesterday morning was intense. It went from positive to negative, and, it took about 10, 15 minutes, and then it just didn't look back. I know. So
I'm kind of wondering what you think about a re-entry point here.
I think you're good right here, man. So if we put this up, where do you see this? This is pretty sick, folks. So just as the market has pulled back into strength, right? This WTI, UWTI, the last 10-minute bar had 1 million shares. You got to a price point of 1920, and you're going into 2.2 million shares. So when you look at that, it's like, okay, the low today is 1920. You really could put a stop in at 1910 or 1909, and
sure.
And that's what you're risking, and you're going for like 1997. So you're risking what, 20 cents to get 67. That's not bad. For a daytime trade, that's what I mean. And we know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to dip my feet back in the water here.
It's I can tell you that right now I bought the NQs, and right now I'm down. I bought it in the and we'll show you the trade in the
about 10 points higher. It looks like.
Yeah, I bought it in the Nadex platform, and I bought it. So what's going on here, folks, in my own head is that I think that S&P number. I think that ABC is going to finish up, but reinforcing that is that weak dollar and oil wants higher price. It's like, okay, man, I'll take that trade. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm heading. With you, Tom, even with the oil trade in general, that's okay, man. This oil wants higher price some way, and the market's been reacting the same way, man. Which is, when we said to Kevin Hinks, goes up, sells off like crazy, goes up. My take still is that we're going to get to this top and fall apart, but getting there is going to be this clawing big time.
Back and forth.
Cooking, brother.
All right, my friend. Take it easy.
Go get him, man. Yeah, so...
and we'll see, just going back to the Masters, because that's an interesting conversation, how, we always hear, like, Disney, right, with ABC, with ESPN, and how they do it. So, was really cool when you pull up their apps, and so everyone can download the Masters app, I think it's called.
I'll do
Literally,
that.
I downloaded it, I kept it on there for the week, and then I said, well, I don't need it for the whole year, and then I delete it, and then I bring it back the next year.
Okay.
But you can watch different camera angles from specific holes. I think I remember they had like a 14th hole camera, an 18th hole camera, and then maybe they covered... they had like pairing number 1, pairing number 2. So basically, you get all these extra camera angles if you don't feel like watching the mainstream,
which is
where
great.
Maybe you just follow one grouping, maybe you just watch the 16th hole, maybe you just watch.
Really?
So you can see how it's just kind of a template where it's like, man, sports especially. There's a lot they can do. Why don't on football? Why doesn't the NFL have a stream where you can watch any of the 15 cameras whenever you want? You pick the camera you watch, right?
Especially in football, what would end up happening is that I'd love to watch certain players on defense. You know what I mean?
Everything. There's just so many options. Cameras are a cheap game when you talk about what they can put out there, and why can't there be 50? And you have a camera on almost every single player in the NFL, and then you get to watch one camera on one player. There's just so many options, but that's a nice glimpse of where things can go. And it's interesting because they were like 2 years ahead of controlling your own content, and they just kind of put it out there. But I would watch it. They'd go to a commercial on the live broadcast on CBS or whatever, and I'd just pull up the app and start watching.
And it's free.
It's free. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
They understand. They control the product, so why not start, cutting out the middleman and saying we can deliver it technology-wise just as good as anybody else can these days.
There's no doubt. And so the way that this Augusta works too, I guess you can belong to the club. Well, it's an elite club.
I know, but it's like you can.
No, now is it?
I can't right now.
No,
can
I
you?
can't either.
So,
no,
okay.
no.
Are you a president? Are you a CEO of a Fortune 500 company?
And
are you Tiger Woods? Then maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
And even if you are, it doesn't mean you can.
It doesn't, obviously. Yeah.
Now, it's not open year round though, right? It's not.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
No, it might be.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I don't think that you can probably golf on a course like that year round and have it be that beautiful.
Right.
Just in terms of the tearing it up a little bit.
Right.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
So if we take a look at this, let's see, Silva. Look at this Silva. Well, we're at 1527. If we go, let's go SLV. We'll take a look at the SLV. So the SLV. That still needs juice too, man. SLV, that's still a trading range. So now this is the iShares for the silver contract. It's going to have volume though. We get 2.2 million. It's going against 5 million. So it'll have the volume. It needs more of a bid, but it's inside the range. We'll see whether you can get any.
Do you want to pull? Let's just pull real quick. We're coming into the break. I was just going to pull up the natural gas number real quick.
Oh yeah, big time.
Because we'll look at.
See if this dog still has fleas, or we can get some action going. We were looking at it, the day before, and it almost looked like we could get some action going.
All right, let's take a quick look at this chart before.
Okay,
We've had quite a little run leading up to it, right? Now this is I just pulled up. These are daily binaries that happen to load on the right.
Okay. So we're at 197 right now.
Yeah.
We've run from 191.
That's a good run from.
That's a big run
from almost
180, huh?
189.
Okay.
That's an 8-penny run off nothing, so we'll see how that ties in when they come back with those news.
So
TikTok, here we go, right?
Yeah, big time, man, big time. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We'll have those natural gas numbers for you. Dow right now is trading down 143. You get the Nasdaq off 44. S&Ps are off 17. We're going to be right back. If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Commodity Solution CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you could earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite
occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The April 14th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
John Logan has just announced that he is hosting a workshop Wednesday, April 20th for all TAS Profile Scanner Plus subscribers, opportunities in the current market, and strategies to profit. In this hour-long workshop, John Logan will use the TAS Profile Scanner Plus to give you a current breakdown of the sectors in the market and the opportunities that are present, as well as providing subscribers with the best strategies to trade with to profit when using this powerful piece of market scanning software. Right now, you can sign up for the TAS Profile Scanner Plus at the front page of TFNN.com. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is such an amazing piece of software that we're even offering a no-questions-asked money-back guarantee for all new paying subscribers. Don't delay, as John Logan's subscriber event is coming up soon. Sign up now for the TAS Profile Scanner Plus and be up and running within minutes using this powerful piece of market scanning software. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow hitting that Dow down 165. The Nasdaq's down 50. S&Ps are off 19.5. Natural gas numbers just come out, so natural gas was up 2.4%. We'll see where it's up at this point. We have just gone from 197 to 195,
and bouncing around a penny and a half, and it looks like stockpiles rose 12 billion cubic feet. We'll see where the expectation was, but it's not doing too much to it right now.
Yeah, it's not.
But like we've seen, this takes, like you were saying, 15, 20 minutes at least to figure out which way the trend is going to be.
It does. So we've had 16,000 contracts.
Just in what?
This is natural
futures.
gas.
Okay,
in the futures,
we have the Nadex up, know, to make sure.
Right. Let me just look at this. So, yes, you get, let's see. Yeah, so you get a spike high there to 213. So we'll see how this shakes out. And right now we are at 196. Let's go to Bill in Boston. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Going great, man.
I got an interesting stock for you. It's LG Display, LPL.
LPL. Okay. Yeah, we know these, and we see these TVs all over the place, right?
There you go.
So this is LG Display. They develop, manufacture, digital display products, whether they're notebooks, desktop computers, TVs, mobile phones. Low's $8.20. The high's $15. And okay, it's a Korean company. So this is an ADR. Okay, so do you own this? You're looking to buy it? What are we doing here?
Well, yeah, I got in a few times. I got in around 9. I got in around 11.
Okay.
And it looks like to me it's breaking out over some resistance around 11:30, 11:21.
Yeah, yeah. Even you can make the case, from going back to July of 2015 that as soon as you're over this $11.15, $11.06 rather, that you could make a run up to the lows of where it broke down from, which would be 13.53. So
they got this OLED thing going too. So, and they got a deal with Tesla, I guess, on today's news. That's why it's up quite a bit. So,
I'd like to see more buyers come in, more than anything. But you need some more juice. But by price-wise, you're over that consolidation. When you're over that consolidation, which is pretty cool, it could just even be a dead cat bounce, and the resistance is not until you get up to that level because it came down so quick. Do you know what I mean?
Could you just go back to the fundamentals on the main screen? I think I saw like a hugely negative number for earnings, though, just to keep on your radar at least as you.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
for sure. So, yeah, they're losing big dollars.
Can you pull up where they're forecasted, like revenue, or where, or do they have profits, or is that just?
No, no, that's gonna be they lose money, but I think it will pull up. So, they take in 27. I think
that in Korean.
Yeah, it's in Korean won. I believe it's won. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I was just looking at right there. They're just losing money no matter what. If you look at every single quarter, and they were making a lot of money. That's what's a little bit worrisome. 2015, they had looks like no profit, and same deal. When, barely had any, and they're gonna be negative in 2016 for the first time in years. So
So
it's just something I look at. Even I trade technically, but if you're going to buy a stock and look for an expansion, and the stock doesn't make money, and it doesn't make money right now, producing like TVs, that's got to be a good spot to be in, right? If you're doing well.
Except that what happens is that the reason, as soon as he said, "Oh, I know this company," because every store you go in, these are the least expensive TVs, and they're great TVs. The LGs, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know if they're least expensive, but
I don't agree with that statement at all. I don't. Okay. They're not a bottom tier. There's many more bottom tiers.
I understand.
Okay.
But they're not expensive. So
they're not at the top. That doesn't mean they're at the bottom.
Right.
I mean, they're not. There's many more bargain basement brands. LG is a premium brand, I'd say. Actually, they have. Don't you see their ads everywhere? They're a premium brand.
Yeah. No. Listen. I guess TVs are just cheap. So.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. So let's look at that natural gas and see what we go. Oh, look at that. It's caught a bid. So we just went from 195 to 196, but I think
198.
Okay, 198. But I think if we let's pull up UNG, and UNG's up 28 cents. The reason I pull up UNG, yes, we can get the volume right with it.
But we're not. Is that delayed? Oh no, that's live. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So this is a small ABC up, which is pretty cool because your A point would be 644. Your B point would be 71, 44, 54, 60. It's 27 cents. So that'll get you to somewhere around another 10 cents. You're at 674, 684 is a 1-to-1. So that wouldn't be a bad situation. It'd be interesting to see, will it pull up some of these other energy stocks with it. The market itself, let's go back to the market for a second. Okay, we take a look at the E-minis. So the E-minis, they broke down pretty good, but they haven't broke the lows of yesterday. Look at that, man. It'd be really weird if natural gas saves them, right? Oil saved it yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think that correlation is.
No, I don't either. No. I'm just saying it's just weird that it's the same thing. At 10:30 yesterday, the low was 20.35. We got to 20.39, and we'll see whether it's going to catch a bid.
Sure.
That's in the E-minis. If we go over to the NASDAQ, we're at 44.87. We hit a 44.85, and at 10:30, 44.82 is the top. That's because this is going to be weird to see how this shakes out, man. It's going to have to build cause here, because we came down hard, folks. So we'll see if in fact it can get something going. Natural gas, though, looks like it wants to get something going. Inside the Dow Industrial, so let's take a look at what the strength is versus the weakness. Strength inside the, look at that. There's only 2 stocks that are positive.
Yeah, barely.
Yep, barely. Nike's up 11 cents. United Technologies up 4. Verizon's the loser on the way down, but $1.37. Goldman Sachs 3.28. Intel 58. DuPont 113. Inside the NDX 100, what you have is that Bed Bath & Beyond is the mover. That's up 278. Endo International is up 82. That's a dog. It's been going down forever. Alexa Pharmaceutical is down 7. Vertex is off 397. Illumina is down 672. So you get the biotechs that are basically, taking that composite down. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We're coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 165. You get the Nasdaq off 54. S&Ps are down 19. We have gold up 1680. Bonds, the 10 years up 14 ticks, the 30 is up 1 full point, and 6 ticks. If we go over and take a look at those notes for a second, these notes are over the highs right now, and what that puts game on here, we're at 131.04, 131.10, which is the lows of the highs are going to be game on right here. So it's going to be wild watching these notes, how they shake out. If we look at the right now, it's 1.7, which is pretty amazing. The 10-year.
Yeah.
That's a very inexpensive mortgage, folks. That's not, that's based. The 30 is based off the 1.7, which probably is about 3.5, 3.6 right now on a 30-year, which I
guess it could be even lower.
It could, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Depending on your rating and all that stuff, but
right.
If you have a good credit rating, it's going to be lower than 3.6 at 1.7. It is, just because I've looked in, myself.
Sweet. That's a good deal, man.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. The inside the NDX one, let's go take a look at those NQs once again. The NQs right now, I've almost given everything back from yesterday. They're right where they were at 10:30 yesterday morning. 44.86. See where they can catch a bid. So yesterday, you may have heard about this, folks. You're going to hear a lot more about this. The Labor Department put new rules in for IRAs, for broker-dealers, and for IRAs. And when you read through the press, folks, it's pretty wild, reading through it. The broker-dealer community has been trying to fight this for years. And the ironic part about it is this. So this is what the rule is, right? If you have a financial advisor, and the financial advisor was a CFP, which is a certified financial advisor, okay? Planner, okay? A CFP has a fiduciary responsibility not to the company, but to the client. So what has happened through the years is this. So picture you have a broker, then you have a CFP. So a broker, and then you have a suitability deal. Is it suitable for the client? Well, suitable for the client is a different test than a fiduciary responsibility for the client.
Yes.
And what has happened is that the broker-dealer community, I think it's going to happen as of July, will now have to, on IRA money, all right, they have a fiduciary responsibility to the client versus just a suitability issue. And this is where it comes in, where, most of the articles I read really didn't do a good job of giving examples of how this works and what the difference is. What the difference is this. Let's say that you're a large broker deal, you're a large bank, right? And what has happened in the past is this, is that if you're the CFP and I'm the broker, right? And we're inside the firm cannot tell you what to sell. Okay, let's say we're I just don't want to use the firm, but let's say it's X firm. X firm has all their own funds, right? We get a bigger commission on those funds.
Yes.
That firm cannot tell you what to sell. They can tell me what to sell. Okay, because I'm not a CFP. And
as long as it's suitable.
Exactly, but suitable is a different issue than the difference, because in your case, what would end up happen is that, let's say you have a product that's the same product, but it's only a 2% fee.
Right.
On my product, it's a 5% fee.
Right.
So the bottom line, folks, it's a good deal for, it doesn't mean that people won't make mistakes, and you go just like anything else, it's a good trade and a bad trade. The difference is, though, fee-wise.
Yeah, they should be making the best decisions for their clients, as opposed to suitable decisions for their clients.
Right. And then what happens is this, which is pretty cool, is this, okay, is that they can make a choice with a bigger fee structure, okay? Because sometimes bigger fee structures, that doesn't mean that it's worse. But what happens is that has to be written. It has to be a written plan down as to why they did that and talking to clients. So the bottom line, folks, is that it is a good deal.
Yeah.
And it's,
yeah, it sounds like it for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's huge.
Anyone arguing against it is probably getting money from the banks, no matter what. Because I've seen the ads. I think that they were talking about trying to do similar things and pass them in Florida. And it's amusing, political ads when they run, and they're basically just misinformation using selected tools.
Right.
There's no reason why
it's amazing.
Anybody should be getting paid in terms of like a broker,
Right.
Without
Right.
Acting in the best interest of the client,
Right.
And somehow, who do you think wrote those rules, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Isn't it? What's amazing? It's amazing in the context of how lobbyists and it's that how they can put the words together and just change. They change the topic of conversation, right?
Words mean everything.
Yeah, they change the topic of conversation. There's no doubt about that.
Well, it's the details of what they mean,
Right.
I mean, they're chosen very carefully in everything.
Yeah.
When you talk about laws and regulations.
Big time.
Yeah.
So we'll see whether this. Let's go take a look at some of the. Actually, let's go look at the volume, because what we did do the first time that we had volume. Oh, see, this is going to be wild, man. This is light volume, folks. We get 200 million right now in the NYSE, and on the Nasdaq Composite, you have 463 million. That says that's low, but I'm telling you, that seems like a lot of volume on the Nasdaq Composite. What time is it, man? It's only 10. It's 12 minutes of 11. That's a lot of composite. That's a lot. Let me go over the Qs for a second.
Well, the first hour and a half of the day is probably the biggest hour and a half of any day.
It's big.
So.
There's no doubt. Well, there's only 6 million. That's good. There's only 6 million on the Qs right now, going against 25. So that's not bad. That's meaning that you pull back with lighter volume. This game on the way top side is not over yet. If we go into the NQs just to see whether they did catch a bid. I haven't caught a bid yet. They're only 5 points off the low. Natural gas, let's see where natural gas is. Hasn't moved much, right?
Yeah. It's basically right where it was before
It
those
is,
numbers
man.
came out.
It is. If we go take a look at the commodity market in general, what we have is you got, now look at that, natural gas is the biggest one up anyway. That's up 3%, silver's up 1.4, gold's up 1.3, nickel's 1.3, orange juice 0.6, cotton 0.6. On the way down, copper's down almost 3%. Heating oil is down 2%, gasoline's down 1.9. Gasoline's gone up pretty quick, huh? Look at this wholesale price right now, folks, it's $1.38. It's not that bad, I guess, but the low is 116. So this is wholesale unleaded. And we talk commodities. Man, Mr. Andy Hicks is going to be doing a workshop, right?
He is. He's got quite a course. It's more than a workshop.
Let's pull this up. Let's see.
He's doing 4 2-hour-long workshops, if you want to call it that. 8 hours of classes, 12 lessons completed. And, yeah, kicks off in about 3 or 4 weeks. And he's got a lot of good information. He sent over his details about what he'll be talking about, 35 to 40 minutes, and about each lesson, and talk about having a vast knowledge of the fundamentals.
Huge.
We've talked about it before. I've brought it up. Natural gas, he nailed that well because he talks about the fundamentals, talking about no matter how much demand that comes in, the stockpiles are just going to keep the price down no matter what. Exactly.
There you go.
So that's the stuff we'll be talking about.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 144, Nasdaq's up 52, S&P's off 17.5. And so we're talking about Andy's workshop, folks. So it's going to be 4 days, four separate days, right?
Yeah, 4 nights that he's going from 5:30 till 7:30, right? So that starts May 4th, and each one will be 2 hours, and they'll be spaced out by a couple weeks. So it'll go May 4th, May 18th, June 1st, and then I think June 15th. 2 weeks in between. And what's great is you get all the archives for a full year. Because, you know, there's just 8 hours of education. You can't do that yourself within, 30 days. And guess what? You're going to want to go over those time and again, I'm sure, over the course just to make sure you nail it. So it's exciting. It's a big course, and he's going to pretty much put out everything that he's learned in his trading. And if you've listened to his show, if you've ever subscribed to his newsletter, you know what he knows. So it's like
real experience.
Yeah. And like we've said, when it comes to commodities, man, I don't trade them that much. If I was trading them, I would want to know the fundamentals with commodities. Because you can trade them technically, but, man, they really drive off the fundamentals, too.
There's no doubt, man. It's supply and demand, right? That's
exactly.
it.
And then you talk about the seasonality of things, right? The intercommodity spreads he's dealing with. Backwardation, contango, term structure, processing spreads, market structure, physical versus derivatives. It's pretty cool.
It's huge.
Yeah. So check it out. And if you're a current subscriber to his newsletter, you get 10% off, too, which is... For all that information, if you're trading commodities, that's a course that's worth it.
Right. Or if you want to understand how they trade. Yeah. Right? I mean, there's no doubt about that. So, of course, no matter where you are in the country, remember that you can get all this programming at TFNN right on your cell phone. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get HD quality coming in. Of course, if you're in your car, just listen to the audio and the video come across. We take another peek at these E-minis and see if they can claw their way back again today. This is so weird, man. I'm such a bull. So we've hit 2039. You're at 2042. So they actually haven't done anything. It's going to take a lot more than this. So we've been at the same place for 40 minutes. Haven't broke down from yesterday. Now the question is going to be can they catch a bid topside? You go into the NQs, NQ. I actually like what the NQs look like better than the E-minis still. Because what has happened with the NQs, folks, is that they've...
Why don't we just jump over? We got a call right at the end. He's going to talk about... Lou from Nashville. Go
Lou
for
from
it.
Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening, Tom?
What's happening, Lou?
How you doing, man?
Just looking at the rain.
It poured here this morning, too.
You should have seen my house. We had a tornado warning in Tampa.
Did you?
Yeah, from 7:30 till 8 in the morning.
Wow.
And, man, that rain was coming like it was a tornado.
Wow.
Wow. How was your trip to Boston?
It was fabulous.
It was.
We had a blast.
We got 70 degrees one day, and then we got snow the next.
Right.
Yeah, right. That's typical.
Yeah, we had a good time, man. It was awesome.
Really. I'm just wondering when's your bear suit going to go on?
You know, it's not. I brought it back with me. You know, I have it, but it's not going on yet. And you know, it really has to do with the ABC hasn't finished. The market, every time it's pulling back, it's still with light volume, and the oil looks to me like it wants to go higher. You know, so it's like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and wait until it gets up to those highs, man. And, you know, the oil stocks, I like what the oil stocks look like, too. So, you know, if we go to Chevron just for a second, that November 3rd on Chevron looks like it wants to get hit, man. You know, it hasn't been hit yet.
Right.
So I think it's a patience deal at this particular point. And once I saw that statistic yesterday that this is the largest short position since 2009, 4% of all stocks, it's like, okay, man, they're going to, you know, basically hit this high. So I like that, you know, the spike high is a good deal, man.
Yeah, right. Would you suggest going long anything here?
You know, I'd dig into these oil stocks. There's a couple oil stocks that aren't bad. Thanks, Lou. Stay right there, folks. That man Basil Chapman's coming up next. Swim lessons, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, Andy. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Bam! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.